Welcome to the second part of chapter Life Processes for class 10th. रोज सुबह अलार्म बजता है, माँ चिल्लाती है उठ जा वरना स्कूल के लिए लेट हो जाएगा। लेकिन तुम नहीं उठते, सिर्फ यॉर्निंग ही करते रहते हो और ऊर्जा इक्वल टू 0% वाले लुक्स देते हो अपने थोड़े पर। Issued in student interest. Yes, yawning also requires energy from adenosine triphosphate ATP. Please subscribe without yawning. अब अगर वहीं तुम्हारा लैपटॉप थोड़ा देखने को मिल जाए, मोबाइल चार्ज पर लग जाए या क्रिकेट खेलने का प्लान बन जाए, तो अचानक क्या होता है? तुम बिना यॉर्निंग बिजली की तरह कूद पड़ते हो विथ फुल एनर्जी। एंड आई एम श्योर घर वालों को नहीं दिखाओगे कि तुम एनर्जाइज्ड हो, क्या पता वो तुम पर कोई काम चिपका दें। जब डॉगी ने दौड़ाया था तो हाफने लगे थे ना, पिछले वीडियो में याद है ना? आफ्टर रनिंग जोर जोर से ऑक्सीजन भी ले रहे थे, जोर जोर से सांस भी चल रही थी। लेकिन यीस्ट नामक माइक्रो प्राणी को ऑक्सीजन की जरूरत ही नहीं होती। तो ह्यूमंस, प्लांट्स एंड यीस्ट में क्या कॉमन है? जिंदगी और ग्लूकोज। ये वाला ग्लूकोज नहीं। एंड ऑल ऑफ अस डू तोड़फोड़ ऑफ द ग्लूकोज इन अवर ओन वे। अब भाई तुम कुछ भी खा लो, मैं फूड मटेरियल की बात कर रही हूँ, दिमाग खाने की नहीं। ना ही हवा खाने की बात कर रही हूँ और ना ही डांट खाने की बात कर रही हूँ। एक्सट्रीम केसेस में मार भी पड़ती है, मार भी खाया जाता है। पर इन सब से कहाँ ग्लूकोज बनता है? बनता है क्या? पूछो अपने बंधुओं से, कोई रिसेंटली पिटा है क्या? देखो क्या जवाब मिलता है और कमेंट में जरूर लिख के बताना अगर उसने बताया तो। सो कमिंग बैक टू द प्रोसेस ऑफ न्यूट्रिशन, इट इज यूज्ड इन द cells to provide energy for various life processes, but diverse organisms do this in different ways. Some do with oxygen and some break it without oxygen. In all the cases, the first step is the breakdown of the glucose and conversion of the glucose into pyruvate. Source of glucose is bhojan, your food. After meal, carbohydrates are digested in the stomach and the small intestine, breaking down the food into glucose, and then it is absorbed through the intestinal wall into the bloodstream. Glucose blood में आराम से तैर रहा होता है, घूम रहा होता है, and then the blood sugar level rises and the pancreas release the hormone called insulin. Insulin acts as a key, telling the cells, muscle, liver and brains to allow glucose to enter from the blood to be used for energy. फिर सेल कहता है, ओए ग्लूकोज अंदर आ जा, पायरुवेट बनना है। Cells use the glucose also for immediate energy, and the excess glucose gets converted into glycogen and it is stored in liver and muscles as fat. So glucose is converted to pyruvate via the process of glycolysis in the cytosol of virtually all the living organisms, including the eukaryotes, that is the plants, animals, hum, tum, fungi, and the prokaryotes, bacteria. Location is the cytoplasm, the cytosol of the cell. Cell takes the input, suppose one glucose molecule, and gives the output of 2 pyruvate and 2 ATP molecules per glucose molecule. Because glucose itself is too large to pass through the mitochondrial membrane, so it is the pyruvate that reaches the mitochondria and releases even more energy. Pyruvate, the end product of glycolysis, is processed based on oxygen availability. With oxygen, it enters into the mitochondria, eukaryotes, converting to generate very high ATP, and without oxygen, it remains in the cytoplasm. वहाँ पर भी it undergoes fermentation to produce lactate in the animals and bacteria, or ethanol C2H5OH in microorganisms called yeast. The cells produce lactate or the lactic acid to generate immediate energy ATP when oxygen is limited, such as during strenuous, fast paced exercises. सेल्स का भी फुल पैसा वसूल कब होता है? तभी होता है ना जब टन्स ऑफ एनर्जी यानी एटीपी जनरेट होगी, मतलब ब्रेकडाउन ऑफ ग्लूकोज इन द प्रेजेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन. It is called aerobic respiration, and cells break down the pyruvate derived from the glucose in the presence of oxygen, mainly in the mitochondria. It produces a large amount of energy and it fuels the various cellular activities in the body. Now the word equation for this is glucose plus oxygen converting into carbon dioxide plus water, releasing lot of energy. Energy is released here by splitting the glucose molecules with the help of oxygen gas. Energy, water molecules and carbon dioxide gas are released as the byproducts or the end products. How the plants produce starch then during photosynthesis, and what is the source of oxygen released by the plants? Starch is produced in the chloroplast of the leaves during the day, following the production of glucose through photosynthesis. Chlorophyll in the chloroplast of the leaf cells absorb the light energy from the sun. So, organ here which does photosynthesis is the leaf. and the organelle is the chloroplast. The captured light energy then splits water molecule, pay attention, absorbed by the roots into hydrogen and oxygen. And carbon dioxide enters through the stomata using the previous hydrogen gas produced to produce sugar. So, the source of oxygen released during photosynthesis is the splitting of water molecules into oxygen and hydrogen. By whom? By none other than the light energy. The glucose molecules produced are soluble, इसीलिए उसको plant easily store नहीं कर पाता है. Rather than it links thousands of glucose molecule together to form starch. Starch is stored in the starch granules in the chloroplast or converted or transported to other parts of the plant like the roots, tubers, and the seeds. Glucose soluble होता है, so if it stayed in the cell it would cause the water to enter via osmosis और इससे cell burst हो जाता. Starch insoluble होता है, so इसीलिए इसको large amount में easily store किया जाता है without affecting the water balance. Now what are stomata? Stomata are the tiny pores but causes big water loss. They are microscopic pores primarily found on the epidermis of the leaves and the young stems that regulate gas exchange for photosynthesis and water vapor loss via transpiration. They are surrounded by only two guard cells that control the opening and closing based on the turgor pressure. Stomata are very crucial for plant respiration, for water conservation, often closing at night or under extreme drought like conditions. When the guard cells of the stomata around the stomata absorb water and become turgid, they curve outward, opening the pore, and when they lose water, they become flaccid, thus closing the pore. In the desert plants, they have specialized stomata, often sunken in pits that primarily open at night to take in carbon dioxide, thus minimizing the water loss in the harsh daytime heat. Now, the variegated plant experiment demonstrates that chlorophyll is essential for photosynthesis. First, you have to keep a potted plant with variegated leaves in a dark room for 2 3 days to remove the stored starch. Then, you have to place the same plant in the sunlight for 4 6 hours and then pluck a leaf and trace its green and non green patches on the paper. Immerse the leaf in boiling water for a few minutes to break down the cellular structure of the leaf. Boil the leaf in alcohol using a water bath until it becomes decolored or white to remove the chlorophyll. Now dip the decolored leaf in a diluted iodine solution. You will observe that patches that were previously green turn blue black. The chlorophyll which gives leaves green color is extracted from the leaf cells into the hot alcohol. As a result, the leaf will turn colorless, pale white, or yellowish white. This experiment demonstrates that chlorophyll dissolves in alcohol. Now, another experiment is there where you have to take two similar healthy potted plants and keep them in a dark room for 3 days to remove the existing starch. Place each plant on a glass plate. Place a watch glass containing potassium hydroxide next to the plant A and cover both the plants using the separate bell jars. Seal them with the Vaseline to make them airtight. Place both setups in the sunlight for about 2 hours. Now pluck a leaf from each plant and test for starch using iodine. Boil in water, then alcohol, and then add the iodine. What you will observe, plant A with the potassium hydroxide, the leaf will turn pale or yellowish brown. Since KOH absorbed all the carbon dioxide inside the jar, the leaf could not produce starch, showing photosynthesis did not occur. Plant V without KOH, the leaf turns blue black. Carbon dioxide was available, allowing the plant to produce starch via photosynthesis. Now, how the plants do respiration work? Plants take in oxygen and release carbon dioxide through stomata, the pores on the leaves, and lenticels. Roots also absorb oxygen from air pockets in the soil. The oxygen helps to break down the glucose, the sugar made during photosynthesis in the mitochondria, releasing the energy or the ATP for the plant's life process. So respiration is a continuous process, 24 into 7 चलता रहता है, but during the day, oxygen produced by photosynthesis is far more than the amount of oxygen used for respiration, leading to a net release of oxygen in the atmosphere by the plant. But at night, without sunlight for photosynthesis, plants consume oxygen only and release carbon dioxide. That is why it is said don't sleep under a tree directly at night. Now, what is the difference between photosynthesis and respiration? Photosynthesis converts the light energy, water, and carbon dioxide into glucose and oxygen in the chloroplast to store energy. It occurs only in the daylight, and the organ name is the leaf, and the organelle name is the chloroplast. who is doing the photosynthesis. But the respiration does the breakdown of the glucose in mitochondria to release ATP, consuming oxygen and releasing carbon dioxide constantly. They are opposite of each other. Photosynthesis is anabolic, it builds, while respiration is catabolic, it breaks down, and plants primarily respire anaerobically. सो व्हाट इज एनएरोबिक रेस्पिरेशन? भाई ऑक्सीजन नहीं मिली तो कोई बात नहीं, जुगाड़ से ही एनर्जी बना लेती है हमारी बॉडी. Anaerobic respiration is the process of releasing energy from glucose, but in the absence of oxygen. So naturally it will produce very less amount of energy as compared to aerobic respiration. And where it takes place? It takes place in the cytoplasm of the cell. In the yeast and the plants, the alcoholic fermentation is done. The pyruvate gets converted into ethanol, carbon dioxide, and energy. And the usage is making of bread and alcohol production. Anaerobic respiration से bread बनाया जाता है. It is done by the yeast. It results in light fluffy bread. And then we only consume this bread. Again our body breaks down this bread into glucose, and then further it is broken down into pyruvate, and then energy is produced from it aerobically. During vigorous exercises, oxygen becomes insufficient for our body. क्यों? Because rapid और high intensity energy demand होती है muscles की rigorous exercise के time पे, जिसको heart और lungs capacity उनकी नहीं होती है इतना जल्दी जल्दी deliver कर पाने में. At that time, anaerobic respiration mode is going on in the muscles, which produces lot of lactic acid. That's why we have muscle cramps. So respiration is equal to energy का जुगाड़, but respiration is not equal to breathing. Breathing मतलब सिर्फ सांस लेना और सांस छोड़ना. The energy released during cellular respiration is immediately used to synthesize a molecule called ATP. नाम तो सुना ही होगा. ATP is used to fuel all other cellular activities, and it is like the power bank of the cell. It is the primary energy currency of all living cells. It is rechargeable molecule that stores and transports chemical energy for metabolic processes. It releases energy when one of its phosphate group is hydrolyzed, driving essential functions like muscle contraction, nerve impulses, etc. Endothermic reactions like evaporation of sweat to lower down body temperature, protein synthesis and glycolysis में सेल्स क्या कहती है, भाई मुझे एनर्जी चाहिए, तो एटीपी क्या कहता है, टेंशन मत ले, मैं आ गया हूँ, मैं ही तुम्हारा पावर बैंक हूँ. So the ATP and ADP cycle is a continuous reversible process. Cells used to store and release energy, acting as the primary energy currency. ATP matlab high energy, releases energy for cellular work by losing a phosphate to become ADP, that is the low energy. And again ADP is recharged back into ATP using energy from food or sunlight. When the terminal phosphate linkage in ATP is broken using water, the energy equivalent to 30.5 kJ per mole is released for again the same cellular activities. The remaining molecule is ADP, which can be recharged again. So guys, this transports us to the end of this video. We will be studying transportation and the remaining chapter in the next video after recharging our own ADPs. Thank you.